So we start out with Daredevil creeping on top of this church. He drops in and this pastor dude's like, I got you, bro. He takes off Daredevil's mask and this dude looks like he's seen some things.
What the hell are you? No! No! No!
So we get a little blast of the past now. It's little Matty Matt just chilling in the alley in Hell's Kitchen, minding his own business. Then AJ Soprano and his friends walk up to bully Matt, talking smack about Matt's dad. But we all know AJ ain't about that life.
Mommy. No.
So Matt runs off and later on we meet Matt's dad. Matt has a suspicion that his dad is doing some dirty work. But Dad's like, nah, son, what are you talking about? He's like, you do as I say, not as I do, okay? Go be a lawyer or something, I don't know. So next day Matt takes a little shortcut into school and oh snap! Matt sees his dad being a dick.
Oh.
And Matt got all A's too. What a dick. So Matt runs off. Runs right into this area where a ton of chemical stuff is being moved around. What could go wrong? Yeah, Matt pulls an oopsie and gets his eyes jacked up.
Oh.
Now his eyes are Dunsky. Next day he wakes up tripping. Homie's blind, but he hears everything, giving him some like radar action. You see, when you accidentally lose your vision by getting chemicals shot in your eyes, many things happen. Your aim improves greatly, you become a beast on the speed bag, you stand on business, you start Tony Hawking, start saving fools. The possibilities are endless. Being blind ain't that bad. Well, I mean, that kind of blind. So next day, AJ and the Goon Squad show up again, and hold up! There ain't no other kids to pick on? You gotta mess with the blind kid? There's so many messed up people out there. And then there's AJ. So they press Big Dog Matt, and AJ even dares him. So these goons start walking away feeling so cool about messing with the blind kid. Matt's like, hold up, and proceeds to lay the smackdown in Jesus. Look at this jabroni.
Who the fuck do you think you're dealing with?
So later on, this dude's like, hey, yo, you gotta take the L tonight, bro. I've been basically carrying you anyways, you bum. Do it for your son. Afterwards, the fight happens and blind Matt is spectating. Matt can see everything. So Matt's dad said, screw all this losing stuff. And Daddy goes bye-bye. So back to present day. Matt's chilling in his water coffin. Afterwards, he busts out some jams. Then he does some blind man stuff. So Matt's a lawyer now. And he's defending this chick in this grape case. But the bad guy gets off. Complete shocker, right? And then the movie hits us with some cheese. I love this transition. Daredevil shows off his sick skill. You gotta stay limber, bro. And then this crazy goof jumps headfirst down the side of the skyscraper. Luckily for DD, there's some scaffolding. And he makes his way down like a champ. But if there wasn't any, then what? Dead Devil? They're dead? I don't know. And check out this PS2 no gravity double jump over here. Man, I wish I was blind. Well, that kind of blind. Daredevil is now chilling in this club above this rapist and his goons. And how did homie get up there without being seen? Anyways, this dude spots him and Daredevil bops him in the mouth and drops down, and 6 grown men forget how to aim their pistols. And then forget they even have them. This scene goes hard. Why, you ask? The cinematography? The fight choreography? No. You hear that Nickelback? Masterpiece. My only gripe about this scene is, calm down with the strobe light.
Come on.
So Daredevil finishes the biz. He follows the rapist. Guess what? We get V-Train justice. Daredevil don't play. Afterwards, there's this investigation going on. This journalist dude walks in and this detective starts busting his balls. Daredevil ain't real. You're a bum. The dude's name's probably David Douglas. And leave my Crow movie lighter fluid symbolism out of your movie. You too. Just kidding. You get a pass. And hold up. What kind of jerk-off you gotta be to go around wasting this much of a cigarette? And how did all these guys miss this? And how are you not gonna at least have a suspicion that this guy is an accomplice? I'm just saying. So Daredevil gets home, unlocks all 3 of these locks like a boss, listens to his voicemail, gets his balls busted, hangs up his red leather Daredevil suit, and hold up, how many pairs does this man have? Who tailors for this man? Did Matt go, hey buddy, I need some red leather devil suits and masks? Oh yeah? Cool, for what? Forget about it! And then he takes his medication. Water? No! And then busts a nut in his sensory deprivation bed. Next day he meets up with his buddy at a cafe, and Matt catches the whiff of this hotness. This chick walks in like, did I do that? And of course she's hot too. I mean, only hot people smell good, right? I mean, could have been a hairy dad bod looking dude who just took a shower with some Irish Spring.
Oh.
Dude lucked out is all I'm saying. So Matt's about to bust in his pants. He walks over to this chick and she's got this real screw you attitude going on until she falls into Matt's trap.
What are you?
Blind? Yeah.
Blind the whole goddamn time.
Oh, how the tables have turned. But this chick's still like, bye. So Matt follows after and meets her at the park. He gets a little handsy, and now it's going down. And now Matt does some pretty normal blind man stuff. I mean, he dodges kicks and punches. He catches his chick, bounces on the teeter-totter. Correction, 2 teeter-totters. And he does backflips. I mean, just normal, boring blind man stuff. Afterwards, we shoot over here. And let me start off by saying, this dude as Kingpin, pretty dope. He likes to look out the window. This business associate comes in and he wants to cut ties with Mr. Kingpin. And he responds accordingly.
How's your daughter?
So Matt and this chick Elektra are best friends now. Matt's over here saving Elektra from tripping, and now she's questioning this man's so-called blindness. Not when he was dodging to every move, not after the backflips, not after the balancing. Meanwhile, Kingpin wants Bullseye, and Bullseye, he's off doing, you guessed it, Bullseye stuff. Bullseyes for days. This old guy's not happy, so he clowns on Bullseye. And Bullseye gets serious, showing off his cute little bullseye forehead. He pulls out a paperclip, so Bullseye gives him the biz, and then proceeds to eye grape all of these people. Then this dude hops on a plane and kills poor Granny. Haven't you done enough? Later that night, Daredevil finds a bad guy and gives him the 3-piece special and is scaring kids. Hey kids, it's all good. He's not the bad guy. He's just a guy in a red leather suit who busted through your window and wrecked your dad in front of you. Chill, no big deal. Kid was just overreacting. You should have told him you were blind and that you're offended that he's offended.
I'm blind.
Matt later on meets Elektra. Matt brings her up on the roof. It rains so Matt can see what Elektra really looks like. And he likes what he sees. And Elektra's like, oh my god, really? And then Matt hears some jabroni doing crime. And it's a total buzzkill. Man's about to leave to help this guy, but Elektra convinces him not to leave. And Matt's like, screw that guy. Who cares? I'm getting some booty. I'm getting some booty tonight. So they go off and get down with some of that PG-13 sexual touching, man. Next morning, Matt wakes up all sunshine and rainbows, and oh snap! Matt got bamboozled. But it's all good, she left him a card. They're invited to a ball, so they head over to this ball. Elektra's dad, the one who wants to break ties with Kingpin, is chilling. Kingpin comes over and says some macho stuff, and now this dude's making a run for it. But unfortunately for this guy, Bullseye is out waiting for him. He takes out the limo. Daredevil jumps down like, what's good, bro? Bullseye throws a single China star at bro, and it's a miss. This gets Bullseye butthurt because not only has he never missed, but he just missed a blind guy. Oh. So he rides towards Dee Dee, and then...
Wow.
But Bullseye actually gets the last laugh. He snatches one of homie's sticks and takes out Papa with it. Now Elektra is pissed. She unloaded a clip at Daredevil, and now Daredevil's angry. Operation Booty failed. So this next chapter of the movie, if I had to give it one, would be called Evanescence. there's this new hot rock band, and I want 2 of their songs played back to back. It'll be epic. And the director's like, I got you, bro. So Elektra's back with the FU energy. Meanwhile, Kingpin is plotting to take out Elektra, and this detective guy tells Maddie Matt. This cues the second Evanescence song, You Already Know, oh yeah. Elektra's at home taking her anger out on bags of sand. And I got some questions. Why bags of sand? How long did this system take to set up? Who is cleaning up all the sand afterwards, Elektra? So no sand is spared. Especially this bag. And whoever set this up, bravo. And on top of that, Amy Lee of Evanescence is just rubbing it in, talking about, well, I open my eyes to everything. Later on, Daredevil zero gravities his ass up this building onto this roof. And Bullseye is so close to graping this rat.
Oh.
As Daredevil faces off against his toughest foe, clean white linens. Elektra shows up, knocks homie down, and is like, check out my awesome skills, nerd. Meanwhile, I'm over here thinking she's actually here to hurt Daredevil, right? And Daredevil attempts to do what no other Marvel superhero has ever done in recent years. He uses his words. But it was ineffective. Elektra is in full FU mode, and she stabs Daredevil, but then takes his mask off and feels like a total dick. You just stabbed the blind man. Then Bullseye whistles over. And of all the things that Elektra could do, what does she do? Throws a throwable weapon to Mr. I Throw Stuff. So yeah, Elektra gets stabbed. She jumps over and gets a little baby cut. He does the deed and then dips out after doing his cool little coat flip thing. So now Elektra's dying and Daredevil's angry. Meanwhile, this helicopter's like, you know I'm still here, right? The cops get to the roof and I guess the eye in the sky has no radio to help these guys out. Daredevil brings his BS to the church and Bullseye comes ready for round 2. So they have a little tussle and these bats decide to show up. Daredevil's actually getting the best of Bullseye. Bullseye missed with all of his China stars, so he had to get a little creative. And Daredevil said, bet. He flipped his way out of that situation. And then Bullseye learns that Daredevil can't take the sound. So now Bullseye's whipping on Daredevil. He shares who the real Kingpin is and how he's the one with the roses. He killed Matt's pappy. And oh snap! Luckily for Daredevil, this random cop dude's like, screw this stained glass window, and shoots directly at them. And Daredevil's 5 steps ahead. And he gets his Bullseye dummy shot through the hand, so now he's basically useless. And goes down like a baby back. Meanwhile, Kingpin's back in his crib looking out the window. Daredevil's getting close and Kingpin can feel it, so he starts stripping. They start scrapping and Kingpin is laying the smackdown on this dude. Now Daredevil's like, what the fuck, bro? You killed my dad and my girlfriend. He then breaks his water light thing, so now there's water sprinkling everywhere. So now Daredevil sees him real good. He busts out the slip and slide and then busts this man's knees. Now Daredevil's about to go medieval on his ass, but nah, he's not the bad guy. And he spilled the beans about this man being the real Kingpin. Evidence? This is 2023. Evidence is for babies, okay? The next day, Matt goes up to his favorite roof chill spot. And oh snap! Elektra's left her earring. She's alive! Oh. Meanwhile, the detective dude is writing a paper on who the Daredevil is. But then he's like, nah. And now they're both buddies. Daredevil jumps off a skyscraper and blindly throws a grappling hook. The end.